I don't often get into a fight, but when I do, I want to win.
It's hard because everyone knows who she is and what she looks like. It's harder than playing someone who's imaginary. And yes, the reserved side of it is not something that's very natural to me.
It is my duty as Queen. I think she is just a woman and a mother and a wife and a daughter, and also happens to be the Queen of England.
I doubt there is anyone who knows the British people more than I do.
I was terrified. I was very, very intimidated. I mean, the fact I had to find an impersonation of her that was believable and people would accept that I sounded and looked like her.
We have all been trying in our different ways to cope.
So what I say to you now, I say from my heart.
I did a lot of research. There was this personality that started revealing itself to me, who was honest and decent and fun-loving and warm, above all responsible to her duty as the monarch, and everything else had to take second place to that, including her family.
In 2006, Helen Mirren gave an Oscar-worthy performance of Her Majesty in The Queen, a drama following the aftermath of Princess Diana's death.
I met the Queen very briefly, and she was absolutely charming and twinkly and sweet, and I tried to get that Queen into my interpretation.
Helen paid tribute to Elizabeth, saying, "We mourn a woman who, with or without the crown, was the epitome of nobility."
I can see that the world has changed, and one must modernize.
Arise, Sir Austin Powers.
Get us away from that lunatic!
Wonderful.
Over the years, many actors have taken on the role of Her Highness, including Emma Thompson, who recreated the Queen's encounter with the Buckingham Palace intruder in Walking the Dogs.
I wanted someone to talk to, and I thought, I bet she'd listen.
Listening's part of my job.
Neve Campbell was Princess Elizabeth, who falls for Winston Churchill, played by Christian Slater in the parody Churchill: The Hollywood Years. Kristen Scott Thomas was the Queen on Broadway, and in 2011, the Queen even got animated in Cars 2, voiced by Vanessa Redgrave.
I hereby dub thee Sir Toe Mater.
Claire Foy portrayed the monarch early in her reign in season 1 of The Crown in 2016, which highlighted the changing dynamics in her marriage to Prince Philip.
It's very much about the encroaching outside world, I think, on the family and on her.
There's great love there and great affection and great respect, but it's all the time coupled with her duty to the crown and her loyalty to the crown.
They are genuinely trying to have a relationship and a marriage, and at every turn they're sort of thwarted, and it's just really, really difficult.
Olivia Colman took the throne next on the Netflix hit.
The expectations of the Queen are so big. How's that been?
Queen Elizabeth, everybody knows, her hair. There's only one woman in the world with that hairdo.
Imelda Staunton is set to wear the crown in season 5, dropping this November. Production was suspended in the Queen's honor, and Olivia paid tribute, saying, "She made a promise as a young woman, and she absolutely kept it with such dignity. We're all incredibly impressed by what she did."
It's very, very easy to see her as just strong, but I think she's many, many other things. I think she's very, very vulnerable, and there's a strength there, but she doesn't see that as a quality in herself. I don't think people do, and real strength, fortitude and kind of endurance, people don't really believe that they have it, but they do, and they just get on with it. And that generation were very like that anyway. They were very keep calm and carry on.